Cougar Nation, welcome back to part 2 of my interview here with Heath Hughes. Again, still glad that you're here. It didn't go after part 1, don't worry. Be sure if you haven't yet, watch part 1 and then our upcoming part 3. Get to know him a little bit better. Just a real stellar guy. At least what I think so far. So this segment we're going to go a little bit more into your college career because you're fifth year senior? Fifth year senior. That's a lot of years to play volleyball.
That's a lot of years.
Yeah, and so you got you went on your visit to GCU, commit on the spot there, and then you graduated, went there. What was it like just going into a new environment?
It was GCU, honestly, in my opinion, is very similar to like BYU, like school wise. But I met all my best friends, still friends with them all now. I like to compare GCU to just like a high school campus in like the ghetto of Phoenix. It's like you got the big fences surrounding the place, but it's just like you're in this like downtown city area and there's like 20,000 people packed into this tiny campus in these massive like hotel style dormitoriums. But it was like the most fun that I've had up until this point in my life, until I got to BYU, of course.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
But I wouldn't trade it. I mean, if I were to trade it for a different school, I would go to BYU. But, I mean, I loved it. All 4 years at GCU were great. The team was awesome.
So what is it like playing high school level and then just getting thrown in it at college level? What's the difference between the two of them?
Fun fact, I didn't even get to play high school because we didn't have it in Florida.
Oh, you just played club.
So, I mean, I just played club and went straight to college. But, I mean, probably the biggest difference is everyone's huge. Like in club, I was probably the only tall guy every other team we play, but everyone's your size. The offense speeds up. They hit the ball harder, and they're serving the ball at you anywhere from 60 to 70 mile an hour. Thank goodness I don't have to pass it, but it's just like a more physical game. And going in your freshman year, it's like a lot. And that's why a lot of freshmen, I feel like, in men's volleyball don't play a lot, because you just have to adapt to it. Defense and everything. It's just a lot.
I'm sitting in the stands, I'm watching, I'm like, looking at you guys just hitting it back and forth. I'm like, this is nuts.
They whack it.
And even just from the side view, like looking at the serve, it just goes just straight down.
I couldn't do it.
Like how did well even just like defense, just reacting so fast off of wherever they hit it. Like how does that kind of skill develop?
It's more like getting past like the fear. Because, like, it's scary.
It's
scary. In club, you have time to, like, move and, like, get in front of it. But I feel like in college, you have to, like, be so, like, dynamic and be in the right spot at the right time. You don't want to move as much because the ball's coming so fast. So it's, like, get in the right spot and get hit, essentially. And it's getting past the fear of getting hit. So it's like if you see the ball's going up and you have no block in front of you, get in there and get hit, and the ball will most likely go up. But most guys don't. They just let them kadoink every time.
Yeah. Have you gotten just domed in the face?
Literally every day at practice.
Oh.
I think this year I hold the record. Like every practice, if I don't get hit or like stepped on or something, I'm not trying as hard as I can.
Oh gosh. So you went through your freshman. Did you play your freshman year?
I played it like on and off a little bit.
And then your sophomore year, how did that one go?
Sophomore year, I think that was COVID year, 2020.
Oh,
so
yeah.
like we played like 5 matches, and then everyone was sent home.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my sophomore year, and then I came back my redshirt sophomore year. I played all that season, and then played all my junior season as well. And I think we were like a young team. Everyone was sophomores, everyone was junior. We were all in the same class essentially, playing with each other at GCU, and like we were definitely growing with each other. And I'm transferred out now, but the class that is still there playing, I think they're 5 now, so they're doing really well.
Oh, nice, dang.
Yeah.
And so you're gonna play them later this year, right? So what is it gonna be like playing against them?
That's what I've been thinking about this all year. Like, I don't know what it's gonna be like. I like love all of them on the court, so like I'm sure it's gonna be a lot of friendly heckling between each other.
Yeah.
But also like I try to stay away from that when I play, so I'm either gonna be silent or I'm just gonna be chirping through the net the whole time.
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends how the match goes. Like if it's super tight and it's super close game, I'm for sure gonna be chatting with the other team.
Are you trash talker?
A little bit. Just
Yeah.
more just like it's friendly trash talk. It's like why is this guy being so nice to me right now?
Yeah. I've never even thought about just like trash talking volleyball because I like from an outsider's perspective, it seems like just cut in the middle. You guys just stay on your own sides. Like I never like thought about it being a like interact with the other team.
It's very like it's dangerous territory when you trash talk in volleyball. Some people, it fires them up, makes them play better, but like I feel like when you trash talk, it kind of puts a target on your back.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, we're gonna serve this guy, we're gonna attack the ball to this guy, we're gonna do anything that we can like get an error out of him so that we can trash talk him. So it's just like I kind of like only trash talk to my friends or like teammates at practice. Like,
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't want to affect the match,
Because that'd get brutal. You just get all those 70-mile-an-hour balls.
And there's another point coming right after.
Yeah.
So it's like if you start at the beginning trash talk, there's like 75 plays after that. They just have to.
So if I'm going to trash talk a volleyball, do it in like the end of the set if we're winning of the final set.
You better be sure you're winning.
That is brutal. So then, how did you make your way over here to BYU?
I got my bachelor's degree at GCU, and I finished up my master's there. So I was like fully ready to be done.
Mm-hmm.
And then I graduated. The year I played a little bit at the end of my senior year, and then I was like, I really want to play again. And the way the scholarships work with COVID and everything, they had incoming freshmen, so they couldn't fulfill a lot of the fifth years that wanted to come back. So I was like, I'll just enter the portal, see what happens. And then literally, I think it took 2 days in the portal, and Devin called me, the assistant coach for BYU, and they got me on a visit in like 2 weeks, and I committed on my visit.
Yeah.
I did the same thing.
Well, what about your visit made it so enjoyable, made you say like, I want to be at this school?
I went in the summer, so like nobody was on campus. But honestly, like knowing the Rock, how like supportive they are, seeing like just hanging out with the coaches, talking to them, how like awesome they were, the way they treated me. There was a couple guys in town, like I knew of them. We knew of each other because we always played each other, but they were cool. Like, I don't know. I thought the mountains were insanely sick.
Yeah, they really are.
Being from Florida, it was just like something so different and like so much potential and like the opportunity to go here that I just had to do it.
Yeah.
I knew it was the right choice too.
So from Florida to Arizona now to Utah, how's the winter treating you?
To me, it's so different that it's like fine.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, it's the coldest winter we've had in forever. I was like, this is awesome. It's snowing every day. My car's spinning out. This is so cool.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, my wife, because she's from Arizona, she drives this little rear wheel Infinity, and I'm scared every time she has to get on the road.
If I'm bored, I'll just go do donuts in the parking lot.
Oh yeah, there's like churches everywhere. Just go to the church parking lots and just whip them around.
It's so cool.
Oh yeah. And so now you mentioned the Rock. So having to go against the Rock versus going with it, what is that like?
Going against it's interesting. Obviously, with them on my side, it's just like insane. We get a point, and it's just like it feels like the whole world's supporting me. Going against it can be almost an advantage for you. Like coming from a school with no fans, like a lot of men's volleyball schools have nobody in the stands. But like when you go and you play in front of that much energy, you kind of like get some of the energy for yourself. So like I always loved it, like feeding off the crowd almost. Even if it was negative energy coming towards you, it was energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, I'm glad that you're here. Glad you're at the school because you're pretty dang good.
Thank you.
So Cougar fans, make sure to stick around for our part 3. Because it'll be a good one. Learn about just the rest of your life, what you have in plan, what you have in store. Make sure to check out part 1 if you haven't already, and stick around for part 3. Thank you for watching this interview. Please like and subscribe so you don't miss the other 2 parts of this interview, plus all of our other interviews we do with BYU athletes. We also like to give a special thanks to our Cougar Board insiders for making this possible.